What's going on, guys? It is Central here, and today I'll be reviewing Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast at Six Flags, St. Louis. Now, just to tell you one thing to alert you that I am a little congested just because I do have a cold and I am recording with a cold. So yeah, that may affect my voice, but hopefully not too much. So this coaster is one of my favorite coasters, Six Flags St. Louis. It is actually like it's a clone of there's this one and the other one is Six Flags over Texas, and I feel like this one isn't talked about as much. I mean, it's at a park that's definitely not the best Six Flags park at all, Six Flags St. Louis, and it definitely needs to be talked about more. This is a very good ride, guys. It's really fun. So that's my personal favorite coaster, Six Flags St. Louis. So what I'll be doing today is I'll be talking about this ride, giving you my in-depth details about this ride, and what I really do like about this coaster. Now, this coaster is very short. You are going to go through this circuit 2 times. It is not a full circuit because the track does not go all the way around. It does end at the top. And that actually kind of makes it cool. You go launch backwards, and then you go through all of that backwards, the top hat and the spike, and then you go through the rest of it forwards. So let's start off with the stats as always. This coaster is located at Six Flags St. Louis. It is manufactured by Premier Rides. It is 218 feet on that spike. That's the highest point of the ride. It is 70 miles per hour. The angle of descent is 90 degrees. Of course, that is on a spike. And the length, it is 1,382 feet long. So they're solid. Definitely not the best. 218 feet is good. So yeah, pros and cons. It's a very smooth ride. It definitely is. It's a very smooth ride. I didn't really experience that much of a rattle. I mean, you do get it a little bit when you're going through those the bank, but it doesn't really get that much rattle. And of course, the launch, I would personally say it's one of my favorite parts of the ride. You first go through it backwards, and it's a really forceful part of the ride. It goes through that to 70 miles per hour very quickly. So what are we doing now is I'll be talking about, so from when you leave the station and you go and talking about every single element. So you're going to leave the station. Well, it's actually a multi-loading station where it actually has 2 sides of it, and you're loading on 2 sides, which is actually pretty cool for what kind of coaster this is. So what you're going to do is you're first going to leave the station and you're going to shoot up. You're going to shoot from 0 to 70 miles per hour in about 4 seconds, around that. It's a really forceful launch. It really is fun. Of course, you're going through that backwards, and you're going to go through this inverting top hat, and of course, this is backwards too. And this is a really good element, guys. I really do like this part. And you're going to go through that. It's very forceful. One of my favorite inversions on a coaster. It's a very fun element. And then you're going to go through this bank. I would say it's the worst part of the ride. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's just not as good as some of the other parts of this ride. Of course, you're going through all this backwards. Really fun part of the ride, and you're going to go up this massive spike where you hit the next height of the ride. And this spike really does look huge. I mean, compared to all of Six Flags St. Louis. And you're going to go, and it actually has a part where it speeds you up more, so you can get to that height of 218 feet, around that. And then you're going to go through the rest of it forward. So you're just going to go down, go through that 90-degree drop, and you're on the spike, and then you're going to go through the bank and go through that inverting top hat, and then you're going to hit the brakes in the launch tunnel. So this is a really fun coaster. I haven't ridden the other Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, Six Flags over Texas, which I've actually been Six Flags over Texas 3 times, and I've actually hasn't ridden it once, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, so I really do like this coaster. I kind of do like the color scheme. I think the color scheme of the one at Six Flags over Texas, I kind of do like that a little bit better, just because not all blue, even though all blue does look really good. And it just looks really fun, really good. I mean, you can see more of this ride in the queue than you can of the one at Six Flags over Texas. But yeah, this is just a really good ride. So it's time for the overall score. I'm going to give this coaster an 8.5, very solid score. It was getting close to 8.8, but I decided to give it an 8.5. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Stay tuned for more videos coming here to Central Productions, and I'll see you guys later.